When you look at soil, it's easy to think of it as just dirt, a place to anchor roots, hold water, and keep plants upright. But the truth is, soil is alive, teeming with more organisms than you can count. In just a handful of healthy soil, there are billions of microbes, from bacteria and fungi to nematodes and protozoa, each playing a role in feeding plants, cycling nutrients, and protecting against disease. For years, this underground world was invisible to us. But now, scientists are uncovering its secrets in ways that are rewriting how we understand soil health. And as gardeners, we can put those discoveries to work in our own backyards. One of the most groundbreaking advances in soil science has been the use of DNA sequencing. Instead of trying to culture microbes in a lab, researchers now extract genetic material directly from soil samples. This allows them to map the soil microbiome, every bacterium, fungus, and microbe present, whether we can see it under a microscope or not. Through this, scientists have learned that diversity matters more than sheer abundance. The healthiest soils are those with a vast variety of microbes, each specializing in different tasks. Some fix nitrogen, others solubilize phosphorus, while others form protective relationships with roots. This explains why soils rich in life produce plants that are not only more vigorous but also more resilient against pests and disease. For gardeners, the lesson is clear. Our focus shouldn't be on feeding plants directly, but on cultivating soil life. Practices like adding compost, mulching with organic matter, and avoiding synthetic chemicals all promote microbial diversity. The same diversity scientists are proving is the true foundation of fertile soil. Another fascinating breakthrough has been the use of imaging technology to see how soil organisms interact below ground. Using high-powered microscopes and even three-dimensional scanning, researchers have visualized fungal hyphae stretching like highways, connecting plant roots across entire beds of soil. These fungal networks, known as mycorrhizae, don't just help plants absorb water and nutrients. They allow plants to communicate and even share resources. So, one study showed that when one plant was stressed by pests, chemical signals actually traveled through fungal networks to nearby plants, basically warning them to prepare their defenses. This hidden system of exchange is often called the Wood Wide Web. For gardeners, this really highlights why disturbing soil too much, like with constant tilling, breaks apart these fungal highways. By practicing no-dig gardening or layering organic matter on top of the soil instead of, turning it over, you allow these underground networks to flourish. The result is healthier plants that have a support system beneath the surface. One practical example is the shift toward biofertilizers. Instead of adding synthetic nutrients, scientists are developing inoculants made from beneficial microbes, bacteria or fungi shown to improve nutrient cycling or disease resistance. Gardeners can already find mycorrhizal inoculants or microbial teas inspired by this research. These products aim to boost soil life rather than bypass it, aligning with what scientists have proven about microbial diversity and soil health. Another example comes from DNA sequencing research on cover crops. Studies show that planting a mix of species rather than a single cover crop dramatically increases microbial diversity in soil. This has led many farmers to shift toward diverse cover crop blends, and gardeners can do the same by rotating crops and interplanting in small plots. The cutting-edge science may sound complex, but the takeaway for us as gardeners is simple. Soil isn't a dead medium, it's a living community. The more we nurture that community, the healthier our plants become. By feeding soil organisms with compost, protecting fungal networks with no-dig methods, and diversifying what we grow, we align with what science is proving about the hidden life of soil. Instead of fighting nature with chemicals and disruption, we work alongside it, and the payoff is more resilient plants and richer harvests. The hidden life of soil is no longer a mystery. Thanks to DNA sequencing and advanced imaging, scientists are showing us how microbes, fungi, and roots form a living system that makes or breaks our gardens. And the exciting part is, we don't need a laboratory to benefit from this knowledge. Every compost pile, mulch layer, and cover crop we plant is a way of applying these discoveries right at home. If you found this guide valuable, make sure to subscribe to Botanical Bliss and share it with fellow gardeners. The more of us who understand and care for the living world under our feet, the healthier our gardens, and our planet, will be.